Hello and welcome to Extended Essay again. We are back for General Structure Part 2. I hope you already watched the Part 1 of this video, and I've already talked about the location and role of Extended Essay, the general expectation, types of Extended Essay, how is it supervised, and assessment criteria. Today we are going to learn about the general structure of that. What are the modules of Extended Essay? From Part 3 onward, I am going to tell you about the detail of each module. So let's learn about the general structure. First, I'm going to start with a general definition of extended essay again. Let's have another look from the other aspect. What the extended essay is. I give you two options. Option 1. Extended essay is a collection of information and ideas about your research question. Option 2. Extended essay is your own answer to your own research question. Which one? Choose one of them. Yes. Your answer is right. Second one. Extended essay is your own answer to what? To something you have already made, which is named research question. So you make a research question, then you try to answer it by engaging to other ideas. Pay attention, it's very important. Extended essay is not a collection of information. You do not collect information just to have a 4,000 words essay. No. You are writing an essay and you try to engage upon other ideas to make your answer to what? To a research question you have already made. It's very important. So keep in mind, this is our goal. Okay, let's start by the outlines. General outline of or main parts of the extended essay will be number 1, title, number 2, the research question, number 3, introduction, number 4, argumentation or argument and reasons, 5 is conclusion, and the last will be works cited. I will explain them one by one in general, then from part 3, I told you I will start telling you the story of each one in detail. Okay, so let's continue. Let's start by title. You know that every article must have its own title, but title or topic of your extended essay must reflect or indicate first the field of research. It's very important. Which field of research is it? For instance, suppose that I write a word for title, spring. Okay, this is my title. Some people may think that, okay, spring is a season, so it may be about maybe meteorology, something like that. The other may say, no. In physics, we have something like that, which can be stretched or compressed. It's a spring. Which one? It's not clear for me. So it's not good to write something like that with one word only. Specify the field of research. Second is your focus. In which part of that field you are going to focus and write your essay. For instance, suppose that my title is quantum mechanics. Okay, quantum mechanics is a branch of physics talking about small world, microscopic world. Okay, which part of quantum mechanics are you writing about? You are writing about atoms, nucleus, electrons, protons. Which part? Solid state physics? It's very, very vast and I cannot easily infer your focus. So specify your focus in this field. Let's have an example here. Here I have just an instance. It's not something to be discussed later. I'm just telling you about the general accepted format of the title. Later I will have, a detailed discussion about it. So let's read that. An analysis of the impact of technological advancements on business strategy, a case study of the retailing industry. Let's check if it includes the field of research or no. I see an analysis of impact of technological advancements on business strategy. Yeah, it may be about business management, something like that. So yes, the field is about business. So the field is okay. But what the focus is, I think the focus is a case study of retail industry. Not every part of business strategy is going to be considered. It's just about retail industry. So the focus is this. I think it's acceptable. The title could be something like that. Not too long, not too short. Something to specify these two parts. Let's continue with research question. Research question is a cause and effect expression indicating your investigation line. It's mostly in the form of how A affects B or how B is affected by A. For instance, how has the adoption of e-commerce affected the competitive advantage and strategic management of small and medium-sized enterprises in the fashion industry? Here you see adoption of e-commerce is A, is the cause, and the remainder of this part could be the effect. That's all. So it's acceptable. Some people write a statement. No, it must be a question. Something like this is not accepted. Suppose that I write a research question like this. Studying the effect of temperature on cell phone. Okay. Do you see any question here? I don't see. It's a statement. Moreover, the effect of temperature on what? Cell phone? Which part of cell phone? Screen? Wi-Fi connection? Battery life? Which part? It's not specified. It's not going to be a research question. Write it in a form of question and exactly specify what the cause is and what the effect is. Okay? Let's continue. In the introduction part, you will have 5 different modules. First is background information. Number 2 is the restating your research question. Number 3 is the thesis statement. Number 4 is your methodology. And number 5 will be the academic value. Let's go for background information. In background information, give the relevant information about the cause and effect you are investigating for. Pay attention, it's relevant information. It's not teaching the examiner about the topic. It could be 1 page, 2 pages, depending on your idea, but pay attention. These are something to help you to answer your cause and effect research question. It's very important. That's all. So try to write something which are all targeted to answer your cause-effect research question. Okay? Number 2 is restating your research question. You can paraphrase your research question. Clearly restate your research question in a short paragraph in a form of a question again. Do not make a statement, just a question again, restating that, something to make it clear, and the paraphrasing must make it clear for the reader that exactly they understand what you are looking for. That's all, because your research question is your investigation line. And if you specify the line and clarify your line again, it's a good help for the reader to understand your goal. In introduction, you must have a thesis statement. Pay attention, answer to the research question in 1 or 2 sentences based on what you are going to prove. So clearly answer your research question. It's very important. Do not surprise the reader at the end, and at the end of your essay, you may tell them, okay, I was looking for this. It's not attractive at all. In your thesis statement, you should clarify everything from the beginning. For instance, you believe that increasing the temperature will increase the resistivity or resistance of an object. So write it. Even support it with a few sentences related to or refer to some background information you have already provided. It's a good thesis statement. First, tell them what you are going to prove and then support it even. Despite of a novel which sometimes may be mysterious from the beginning, and you may write a paragraph to make it more attractive, and after thousands of pages you may tell them what happened, it is not attractive in extended essay at all. Tell them everything from the beginning. I told you later, in the coming videos, I will tell you everything about all the modules. For example, I will have a complete lesson about thesis statement later. Just please accept it for now and let's continue. Methodology. Suppose that at the beginning you tell them something and this is your destination, okay? There are a lot of roads to go to that destination, okay? When you tell them about your methodology, you specify the road you are going through. That's all. So, how you will prove your thesis statement in concise way will be your methodology. Avoid any detail. Don't tell them the detail. Just tell them how you are going to prove it, which kind of experiment you are going to do, which kind of database you are using, which kind of research could be done here to prove that thesis statement. That's all, in general. Later, I will tell you everything about methodology in the coming videos. Okay, academic value. This is a very important part and very hard to do. Why should anyone read your paper? Persuade them. It must have academic value. This is a suggestion only. Choose a research question that's relevant and engaging. The other could be conduct your essay through research and then demonstrate critical thinking, which is not easy to do, and organize ideas logically. We will discuss about all of them later, and then use proper citation and referencing to give academic value to your essay. So academic value is not just concentrated on a certain paragraph. It's something done all along your essay. It's very important, of course. Argument and reasons. You must present a reasoned argument clearly in an organized manner with research to support your claims. This support may be theoretical, empirical, or both. In argumentation, you are always trying your best to prove your thesis statement and support it, because you have already claimed that, for instance, increasing the temperature will increase the resistance. Okay? So you are making some argumentation for that. For instance, you may have done an empirical experiment in your school lab and you have some information about it that it will increase. Rather than that, more than that, you have some theoretical database related to this experiment to prove your thesis statement again. So you will make some argumentations. Look at this. Argumentation may include a section A including a few paragraphs, section B including a few paragraphs, and section C also. How should I know that? How many sections should I have here? It depends on your thesis statement. Suppose that this is your thesis statement, okay? In your thesis statement, you have a few words, okay? You are going to prove something. In your thesis statement, for instance, you say, okay, increasing the temperature will increase the resistivity or resistance because of this and because of that. Pay attention. First, your argumentation will show in section A, we show that the resistivity or resistance will increase. Second, you have claimed that because of this and because of that. Because of this is in section B, because of that will be even in section C. So everything you claim in your thesis statement will be proved in your argumentation. The number of sections are tightly dependent on the number of claims in your thesis statement. So it's very important. Later I will talk in detail how thesis statement is made and how the argumentation is related to that thesis statement. These are how the number of sections are specified. In the conclusion, please first give a summary, restating the thesis statement in new words. Again, go back to your thesis statement and tell them what you were looking for and you did it. Give them some concluding idea to complete your argumentation again. Give them unsolved questions you have found during your experiment or your research. Necessarily and certainly you will find some new questions. Tell them about the unsolved question you have already found during your research. Something you have learned, mention, and insight or deeper understanding you have found. Anyway, during your research, you may have found some more deeper understanding and deeper insight into your topic. Anyway, if you mention them, you will get more marks. So it's evaluated positively. At last, we will get work cited. Make an academic citation for the resources you have used in proper format. You must have a bibliography. It's a must, and list of references. There are many different citation styles, but they typically use one of the three basic approaches. Parenthetical citation is my favorite, numerical citation, or note citation. It's up to you. You may choose MLA format or APA format, Chicago format, and so forth. They are all up to you, but please do it from the beginning. It's very important. With no citation, your extended essay won't have any academic value. Okay, which part of your essay will be included in word count, which is excluded? The introduction is counted, all the words, the main body, the conclusion, and even the questions. But pay attention, footnotes and endnotes that are not references are counted. If they are references, no. Excluded in word count. The list of content, maps, charts, diagrams, annotated illustration, they are not counted at all. Any captions you may have, tables, equations, formulas, and calculations, citations, references, and bibliography, they are not counted. So pay attention to have a true word count when you finish your extended essay. I told you it's going to be something between 3,000 to 4,000, but it's up to you to fulfill the job. But anyway, you must know from the beginning which parts are included and which parts are excluded in word count. That's all. For now, in this video, I finished this job. Let's go to the next one to learn more about the details. In the coming videos, I will go for more detailed illustration and explanation about each module. Okay, see you.